Hi, everyone. In 1997, I had a profound experience that completely changed the course of my life. Before that, I was, a wild and crazy rock and roll musician and partying my mind out. But in one agonizing moment of despair, I was thrust to my knees in an agonizing plea for help. And in that moment, everything changed. And I was cast onto the spiritual path with a burning question, which was, what is liberation? And that question took me to many different places around the world where I met uh, every teacher I possibly could meet, spent time with them, came to India, lived with two authentic, genuine Indian sages as well for a few years. And I meditated endless hours for many years, for months and months at a time. I read every book, of course, I could get my hands on, as we all do. And I also had countless mystical, spiritual, transcendental, revelatory experiences along the way. In 2004, I met my last teacher, someone I had heard about. At that point, I was really at the end of having had tried everything that I had could try, and always, no matter what happened, realizing that I'm still the same. So where is this thing called liberation? Many of the experiences I had seemed to be, at the time, liberation, but I always reverted back to my normal, ordinary self. So what was this liberation? After 8 years and in 2004, I was ready to be very humble and very simple. And I met someone, a wonderful teacher, who was able to share with me a very simple message, which I was ready to hear. And then that was the end of my path. My search was over. And life became very simple after that. So for years and years after that, I was living first in Pune and then America and then India again. And I was living here in Tiruvannamalai, where I live now, and I was making music in my studio, just enjoying my life. Very complete, nothing was needed. And I met someone online who I had a few conversations with, and she started encouraging me to share. And at first I said, no, you know, thank you, but no, I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I don't care to do that. But she persisted in asking me to do that, and finally she requested that I work with one person. So okay, I agreed. And that was kind of the beginning. Since then, more people were coming, and now, I guess 13 years later or something like that, it seems to be the work I do. As I see it, I have a message that's burning a hole in my pocket, and I want to hand that message over to its rightful owner, which is you. The message of freedom is for you. It's not for me. It's not for the gurus and masters. It's your natural, essential, inherent being. So, of course, you should come to know it. Even from the beginning of my path, I had heard that liberation is your birthright. And that made perfectly good sense to me. I never had a doubt about it, to be honest with you. I think that's what encouraged me to keep going. So then, as I like to say, if it's true that freedom is your essential being, then why shouldn't you have it? The only question then is, what do you want? Do you want freedom? Because if you truly want freedom, then you will have it. Of course, it's you. So I wanted to let you know about a couple of events I'll be holding this year in 2025. The first is a 7-day residential retreat in Taos, New Mexico, at a very beautiful center called the Hyperslow Retreat Center at San Geronimo. And the second one is a 7-day intensive on the stunning island of Hydra in Greece. And that will be beginning on September 15th. And we'll be spending our time on the cliffs overlooking the beautiful Mediterranean Ocean. It's really gorgeous there. During both of these events, we'll be delving into the living recognition of freedom, your recognition and your freedom. And some of you who know me and for those who don't know me, I don't talk about freedom. I reveal what's already essential and inherent to you yourself as your own freedom. Nothing is given. It's only revealed in a way that you cannot deny it any longer. And how can I be so audacious as to say something like this? Because it is you, it's who you are. So yes, you can come to know for sure, and you will. And I want to meet you also because having had the opportunity to meet so many beautiful people over these years has been a real privilege for me, genuinely. And I always love to meet new people who are interested in this message of freedom, and I love to see the light going off when the message is recognized. After the retreat's over, you'll be invited to join the Lion's Den and the Lion's community of friends. These are both, a means for me to offer ongoing support and engagement in living freedom. And the Lions community is just a place for you to meet other beautiful people who are living the message of freedom also. So if this sounds like it's something compelling for you, and if you feel that you're ready to be finished with your spiritual search, truly finished, then the message is for you for sure. You can, if you'd like to, you can find out more information on my website, liberationis.com. Great, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.